Hey everyone, this tutorial isn't going to be polymer clay, but I am into a lot of different crafts, so I just wanted to kind of incorporate some of those into my channel as well. And the reason I'm doing this tutorial today is because I really like to make these lucky star, little lucky star things out of paper, and I recently traded a bunch of my lucky star paper with some of my subscribers. And some of them, I was reading some of the comments and things, and some of them, don't understand how to do the paper stars, or, they want to give up or whatever. And it just kind of makes me sad when someone, especially with anything art related, they just sort of want to give up if they don't understand it. So I know it took me a little while to sort of figure it out, but if I could help make that easier for someone, then I'd like to do that. I know there are a lot of tutorials out there, so this is just going to be my technique. This is, I don't know if there's like an exact right way to do it or anything, but I just sort of wanted to show you step by step how I do it. And the first thing that you'll need, obviously, the only thing that you need actually, is going to be Lucky Star paper. This is about the size of standard Lucky Star paper. You can use any kind of paper, you can decorate it yourself, whatever. I don't have a Japanese store near where I live, so I just got all of this paper, like a pack of this musical note paper on eBay, so you can find it online or in a Japanese store. And I'm going to do this tutorial very slow and try to show you exactly step by step how it's done. I'm not going to skip parts or anything. So if you kind of get lost or something, you can just rewind it a little bit and try it again. So it takes a little practice before you get it, but once you know how to make these, you could just sit there in front of the TV and just make like hundreds of them. There's a lot more in this star, and this is just some of what I have, but you can just make hundreds of them at a time. So okay, let's get started. The first thing that you want to do is hold your paper. Let me clear these out of the way. Okay, you want to hold your paper print side out, whatever side you want to be on the outside of your star, and you're going to take the other end and fold it up like this and just hold that. So you have sort of like a little, almost cone shape, I guess. So you just want to hold that and tuck the other end through the hole. Just keep tucking until you reach the end. Okay, so you can see that a knot is forming there. So you just want to kind of squeeze that knot together, keeping it, don't crush it or anything, and keep it towards the end here until it's, until you can crease it. Okay, so there's my creased knot. And this tail is going to be too long, so you could just rip some of it off. But you still want a tail to be there, so that length is fine. And one tip that I learned is when you fold the tail in, don't crease it, because creasing this, it'll make it harder to puff your star out, because these stars are supposed to be puffy like this. So if you just fold that little tail down and just keep it like that, you'll be able to puff the star out easier, because it's sort of going to be already 3D inside. So the first thing that you do with these stars is you notice that, and it takes a little while to notice this, but as you make each fold, you're going to notice that the paper is going to want to go a certain way by itself. Because if I put it this way, there's going to be a perfect angle right there. But if I put it this way, see, you have this sort of end sticking off. I'll turn it over so you can see. See, it's not like a perfect angle. So you're going to want it to go this way. And keep your finger up against there so that it's up straight against the edge. Now flip it over, and you'll see that it automatically wants to go this way. So fold it that way. Flip it over, and you'll see that it automatically wants to go that way. So flip it over again, and it wants to go this way. You know, that's all it really is. It pretty much, if you really pay attention to what way the paper wants to go, these things pretty much make themselves after that, you know. So this is just a matter of flipping it over, finding out which way the paper wants to go. And when you get to the end, you have this little tail, just tuck it in. And you have that shape. Now this is the tricky part. It's making it go from this little flat thing into this puffed out little star. So you want to start over here and just sort of pinch the corners a little bit. Turn it, pinch these corners. You want to just keep going around to all sides and push your thumb in while you're pinching it, and that puffs it out like that. So that's pretty much how you make the star. I'm going to make another one now, just to kind of show you again. You don't have to watch the second one, the second part, if you understand it, but I'm just going to do one more time in case anyone missed how to do it. You take the print side out, make a loop in front of you, and hold it. The reason you hold it is to keep the knot up close to the end like that, so that you don't have this knot in the middle of your paper, you know. So you just take it print side out, fold it in front of you like that, and then you put the tail through the hole, and that's where your knot forms. You tighten the knot, increase it. Okay, and there's that tail. It looks like this tail isn't too long, so I'm just going to fold that down, and I don't crease it. Okay, now the first thing after you have that part is to figure out which way the paper's going to go. See, if you fold it this way, it hangs off the side, and that's just going to make a really messy looking star. So it automatically wants to go that way. So fold it that way, turn your star over, fold it this way, turn it over, fold it that way, turn it over, so it's really just a matter of paying attention to what way you want, what way the paper wants to go. And, you know, the last two that I've done is pretty much just back and forth is how, you know, it's going to go, so. And then you tuck in the tail, and that's the shape that we have. And this is where you start pitching. You push your thumb into the side while pushing your finger down. Like that. See it puffed out the side? And you just keep going around doing that same thing until you have all 5 points. And that's it. So please let me know if you have any questions. I know it may have been, you know, annoying going really slow, and I know it's not polymer clay or anything, but like I said, I'm really into a lot of different crafts, and I heard a few people say that they didn't really understand how to do this, so I wanted to try to make an easy way to, you know, where you could follow along and do it with me. So please rate, comment, and don't forget to subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.